Yo! Welcome to this new theory video. Today we're going to talk about something that's been on my mind for quite a while. I'll start by asking you a couple of simple questions. What if Luzia Cavalera's base powers don't actually come from Exobytes? And more importantly, what if the real Brainiac, the future one, the one that Future Lex and Batman come from, is far more dangerous than the one we face throughout the game? Don't worry, I haven't gone crazy. I know that, according to the game's lore, Luzia got her powers from Exobytes. But let's take a step back for a moment and organize everything, because there's a lot to unpack, and I want to start from what we know at a 360-degree level. So we know that Exobytes were created by the Brainiac of the future, and the Brainiac of our present, at least in theory, doesn't seem capable of reproducing them. And the purpose of this technology is simple: to take data, powers, and abilities. Or, in other words, to steal and catalog the powers of individuals on Earth and beyond. Future Lex Luthor then steals them from the alien conqueror and uses them on humans in our present, including us, to create an army to use against Brainiac himself. This before he becomes the future version. After all, that's how all characters in DC Universe Online work, right? We're all exo-meta-humans who gained our powers from those of already existing heroes or villains. But here's where the problem begins. Because Luzia Cavalera doesn't work like that. She doesn't copy powers, she steals them. She absorbs abilities directly from others, growing stronger each time, while her victims are literally destroyed and reduced to ashes, just like what happened to Voivod. Even Neron himself states that she could become stronger than anyone, even Superman.
Soon, she will be strong enough to defeat your best, even the Kryptonian.
And there's another crucial detail. If Luzia doesn't use this power, she suffers. She feels pain, a constant need, an addiction. She lives her power as a curse. And at this point, my question is, where does this power really come from? And who does it truly belong to? But let's set that aside for a moment and talk a bit more about someone we know all too well, Brainiac. We faced multiple versions of him, his avatars like Tech, Meta, Magic, the one in Prime Battleground, but also Flashpoint versions and several copies and projections, like the one in the Batcave or the one from the Brainiac Returns DLC, which I'm still trying to figure out whether it's a copy of the original. But the original Brainiac of the whole lore, the one from the future, well, we've never actually seen him, and who can say that he isn't a more evolved version of the one we already know? And this is exactly where things get interesting, because Brainiac is the one who created the Exobytes, a technology that, at its core, enters the body, digitizes every cell, extracts data and energy, and as we learn from the comics, often ends up killing the subject being analyzed. And all of this, doesn't it remind you of something and someone? Luzia does exactly this. Even if it's tied to the Exobyte technology within individuals, right? She absorbs their energy, steals their power, and destroys the target. It's practically the same process, don't you think? And this is where my theory comes in. What if Luzia's powers in her reckoning form are just a limited version of something much greater? The original power of the future Brainiac, perhaps. A power that doesn't copy, but completely absorbs, assimilates. And what about her niece, Hope? Could she have similar abilities, maybe still dormant? But now I want to hear from you. Did Luzia get her powers from Brainiac or from someone else? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy these DCUO theories, don't forget to like and subscribe. Because trust me, this is just the tip of the iceberg.